Yeah, what's up, YouTube? This is Divine9144. This is my first video. I just want to talk a little bit about myself so you guys can get to know me. And a little bit about Michael. Excuse my smacking and the quality of my video. Give me some forgiveness. Anyway, well, I'm a little bit nervous, but anyway, I'm 29 years old. I have 3 beautiful daughters. I'm a single mother. I've been in Vegas for 25 years. Crazy, wild place to live. Very fast paced. A lot of different type of people out here. You never know what you're gonna get. I want to talk a little bit about my my adoption. I found out that I was adopted at the age of 18. My adopted parents, I want to give a shout out to them. I love you with all my heart. You guys are amazing. I thank God that they impressed on your heart to come and adopt me. I would never change it for anything in the world. But I want to touch on a few points. When I found out that I was adopted, I was devastated because, you know, it was like, wow, why didn't you guys tell me? I'm 18 years old, blah, blah, blah. You know, who are these people? Do I have any brothers or sisters? I mean, I grew up as an only child. Always wanted brothers and sisters. I always wanted, you know, that, you know, because I've always seeked to build friendships and relationships with people because of the fear of being alone, you know, and I didn't have, you know, unfortunately my grandparents, they had passed. So I didn't get an opportunity to have that, you know. All my aunts and uncles, for my adopted parents, they live, you know, like in Richmond, Virginia. I'm all the way in Las Vegas, you know. So we didn't get the opportunity to really, you know, spend time with them. So it was just me and my mother, and my father was in the military. And when he retired, he, you know, he did a lot, you know, in regards to working and providing for the family. And he did a very good job at that. And, you know, but I went on this search, and it took me years. I mean, I put it off and put it on and put it off and put it on. And finally, recently, I decided to sign up at adoptionregistry.com. And I put in my story, and basically within about less than 24 hours, this lady named Linda, she had emailed me and had asked me had my name had been changed. Now, I didn't know too much about my adoption, first off. So I had to call my adopted mother, which she's my real mother in my heart. But so you guys don't get confused. And she basically knew I had, you know, something on my mind. You know, mothers know. And she said, you know, what's wrong, baby, you know? And I said, well, Mom, was my name changed, you know, when I was adopted? And she said, well, you didn't have a middle name, and I gave you a middle name. And, of course, you had to take our last name. And I said, okay, Mom, but I'm talking about my first name. And she said, nah, you know, and I knew that she was not being honest, and she started crying because I kept pressing her, and I started crying, and she said, yes, it was. The only difference is that it still is somewhat of the same name, except the spelling was changed. Anyway, I contacted the lady back, and she, within less than 30 minutes, I was on the phone with my biological father. It was like a dream. It was a dream come true. But I'm telling you this, you guys, I was so afraid. I was sweating, I was shaking. I mean, I had a panic attack. I mean, it was just so, it was like it was a movie. Like I was standing outside of myself. And everything was going at fast pace but slow motion. And anybody that's been adopted and found their birth family knows what I'm talking about. But this bricks was lifted off of my spirit. You know, I was able to breathe. It was like God came to me and told me, you can start your life now. Because I had entered into a lot of different relationships, holding on to people that weren't worthy of my friendships, treating me like, you know, whatever. And you have to love yourself before anybody else can love you. And through God, all things are possible to those who believe. There's nothing that you can't do. So anybody out there that's going through a hard time, this recession is affecting you, you know, your family, your friends have left you, there's nobody to turn to, God will listen to you. All you have to do is call out to Him, because He loves you. No matter your race, nationality, size, whatever. You know, you have to really love your imperfections, your flaws, whatever. Love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Because the devil, he comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and he does not want to see you happy. Don't ever let anybody steal your joy. And if they're not there for you and they're against you, you drop them like some hot bacon, okay? Get rid of them. You don't need them in your life. Anyway, I'm going to come back and brief you guys a little bit more in regards to my introduction, because this is my 4th time. But, you know, I didn't know it only could be like 10 minutes. So, anyway, I'll hit you guys back in a few. God bless you, my sweeties. Hugs and kisses.